Hello. Product development, product designing, research and development, manufacturing, and business planning. My qualification is basically have done diploma in automobile engineering, 2008 batch, and right now I'm pursuing with my advanced studies in product design from MS Ramaya Universities. I have a couple of experience with working with HCL technologies and near the design and manufacturing services and easy technologies and General Motors. And a few of my domains like I'm expertise with different domains. So first with automotive, aerospace. Hello, like whoever are joining, could you please mute your audio? Yeah, thank you. So I have a very good experience with agriculture, heavy engineering, and energy and utilities, and a little bit of medical and infrastructure and consumables. So these are all my core domain expertise. So I have went under the different trainings and technical trainings and have given so many technical trainings also. And my capabilities are into creativity, productivity, teamwork and all. So this is a brief introduction about me. So if anybody have any kind of a question, you can just let me know. Excuse me.
Ravi
Sorry.
Kiran, that's been a very good introduction, and I think you have a huge portfolio of skills and
Yes, sir.
experience. I
Yes,
think
sir.
we should make best use of your time and skills.
Yes, sir.
Uh,
Yes, sir. Definitely.
Anyone in the group? I mean, it makes sense that each of us introduce ourselves so that Ravi Kiran can get a hang of the kind of audience in this group and also uh, try to share his experience in the similar domain.
Certainly, Ravi Kiran, I'm actually back. I don't know. There was a connection error. I was saying that I head the procurement division for a company
Ramesh,
called.
your voice is very feeble.
Okay, is it good now?
Uh, it can get better. It can get better.
Okay, so I'm dialing from my cell phone. I'm not sure if you can hear me properly or not.
Okay.
So I head the procurement division. Basically, I support their real estate procurement for North America, EMEA, and APAC region. Okay. So I'm not into product development, but I procure various services across the globe. Thank you very
Beautiful.
much.
Beautiful. Yeah. Thanks,
Hello.
Ramesh. Yeah, Ravi, you had got disconnected and
Sir,
you're
I
back.
think there is a technical issue. Actually, 1 second, sir. Just give me some.
Uh, Arun, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, so myself Arun Kumar, and as well as I am dealing with accounting and taxation here from 6 years, past 6 years, and right now I am one of the director in SSK Cooperative too. Hello.
Yeah, Arun, very much
Is it
audible. Yeah,
audible?
yeah.
So, and as well as we are into the field to give a training accounting and taxation for our youngsters for free.
Okay. Thank you, Arun. Arvind, would you like to introduce yourself? Arvind, are you here?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
there. Yeah. So as I said, I'm a graduate of civil engineering from Vishweshwara Technological University. I am currently working with a software company uh, as a Java developer. The two different fields. I have tried civil engineering and also IT. Now I really want to do something with a physical product. I had an opportunity to work on a physical product and launch it into the market. So I'm eager to learn something and hopefully come up with a product soon.
Sure. Who would like to introduce further? Ashok, Harvi? Ashok, would you like
Good
to
evening,
introduce
everybody.
yourself? Hi.
Yes, good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
Is my voice audible to you all?
Yeah, fairly okay. Can be better.
One sec then. I will make just a moment a little bit. Now, can you hear my voice?
Yeah, it's good.
Okay. My name is Ashok, and I'm basically a mechanical engineer with post-graduation in business administration. And I'm the first generation entrepreneur. And I have been in the manufacture of desiccated coconuts in Sirsi from Karnataka, which is near to Hubli, about 100 kilometers. And I'm into business since 1992. And this is what is my brief introduction. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ashok. Thank you so much. It was a pleasure. Anyone else would like to come forward and introduce themselves?
Yeah, a small introduction about me, Rupesh here. Good evening, all.
Good evening, Rupesh.
Yeah. Basically, just I have been just my background goes to like a biochemistry. Just I did my doctoral degree in field of biochemistry, and later on, just I was working for a pharmaceutical company where I was involved more into materials testing and qualification. And then later on, just I moved to a supply chain company where I was monitoring the movement of materials from various universities to a particular manufacturer. So that was my major role of activity there, and just where I was working as a domain expert there. So coming over like after some time, just I was more interested towards materials and more into the product development, design, etc. So I had an opportunity to work with Honeywell for almost from 11 years now. So it is a quite challenging and a quite very enthusiastic field where we can just put your knowledge and just make more differences there. So just I've been just with Honeywell for quite a long time, and so it's quite amazing for me to do. Basically, just I work with like a non-metallic side, wherein just I provide solutions for the materials supporting the designing team. Yeah, that's a brief about me.
Thanks, Rupesh. Thanks for sharing.
Yeah, welcome.
Hello, Balwan, could you please give me the access to share the screen?
Yes, you're a co-host. Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. Myself, Balram. I've been a first generation entrepreneur based out of Bangalore. We are into composites, electronic sensors, electrical goods, and we also work with Honeywell, DuPont, and 3M on various technical products. We service a lot of aerospace, energy market, and general industries. I've been in connect with Ravi Kiran for the past 3-4 years. I think much more than that.
Yes, sir.
We have been connected for a while, and I think today's session should give me a lot of insight into the overall design process. Since I'm basically a commerce grad and not an engineer by academics, I should learn a lot of stuff from you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, that's what that was a great introduction. Thank you everybody for the sharing your experience. Hello everybody, welcome, giving a warm welcome to everybody who are joining. Just want to give an introduction about our company. So what we do. So we formed a couple of years before, like we started almost 2013. We formed a company called Industry Academic Association, where we give a bridging. We will bridge gap between the industry and the academy. So we deal with many professionals, working professionals, and also we train the graduates, the freshers, and a couple of engineers. So we lift up them for the better professional what to go up with the next professional level. So that this is just a brief of our company. So I would like to go start with an session. So anybody have any idea on what could be the product design? You can just give a brief. Anybody can share their opinions.
Any product that goes to a market has to go with like before going to the market, there has to be a few iterations that has to go into the product, from a customer's perspective, from the manufacturing perspective, and from the feasibility, everything. So for that, we have to design the product first, in a more efficient manner in both construction, in both manufacturing and user side. So that's my understanding.
Okay. Yes. Yeah. That's correct. Yeah. So any other understanding from anybody?
Everyone, can you hear me?
Yes. 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 Yeah. You're audible.
Yeah, just now. Yeah, and I don't know, but this is the first time I'm using this Zoom.
Okay.
Thank you, everyone. Okay, okay.
Yeah. So anybody want to tell about what the understanding of the product design?
May I come across?
Yeah. Yeah. Yes, sir. Please, sir.
You see, the product development begins with a problem.
Exactly.
And first of all, one has to be aware that what is the problem and how
Exactly.
that problem can be solved. There the product development starts.
Exactly, sir. Yes, sir. That's
Thank
correct.
you.
Yeah. Yeah. Any other anybody want to add any points?
See, as far as I understand, product development is something where you understand what exactly is your product position in the market. How do you place your product in the competitive market? Okay,
Exactly.
for which you have to really study what's the pricing, what's the model of advertisement, what's the model of approach of your competition, and you have to place your model, place your product opt in the market so that you also have a buyers who would really interested to buy your product.
Exactly. Yes. Yeah. That's correct. Yeah.
Primarily, what I feel is, first of all, once you have clarity as to what you want to solve the problem, because there could be multiple dimensions of a given problem. Once you have an willingness as an entrepreneur, what you want to solve and what solution by getting in what solution you'll be able to get a strategic advantage or buy-in from customers. That would be the main driver for you to get into the next phase of putting in the spec of the product.
Exactly, sir. Yeah.
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 May
Well.
I?
Yes. Yes. Yeah. Please. You can
Yeah,
introduce.
everyone is. Yeah, I am Ramnath Sar Khode from
Yeah.
Bengaluru. I am
Yeah.
working for Next Gen Technology as a design engineer.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm a sheet metal expert actually.
Okay.
So actually, product based knowledge is something every engineering having some imaginary ideas that can be we can design it in a market based requirement. That is called
Exactly. Yeah.
product design improvement, I think.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, like whatever the individual comments which has been given, that's all the right aspect. So we will go in depth, like what exactly that the product design will address and how this will be delivered as a successive product for the consumer, the end user. So we'll just look into in deep of this one, and whatever we are discussing today, it's all about the brief, the overall. We are just weaving from the top, like what is exactly the product design and how it looks, and what and all things in the sense as an entrepreneur, okay, what and all things I should be considering. uh, Example, I'm not anybody who is into interested from like I came to know that in this group there is one person who is into civil, so he want to introduce some new products. Yeah, since he is from civil background, it is not necessary that you should pursue your product design and you should go with your mechanical design, you should have a graduation. That is not a matter. So you have to understand such a way that how this uh, how this product design process has been developed and how the product will be hello
Yeah.
Yeah, go
enforced
ahead.
to the customer. Hello, yeah, I'm audible, right, sir?
Yeah, yeah, it's audible.
Yes, 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 yeah, yeah. So we will going to learn. We will going to study. We're going to see what is the process which has been involved in this NPD process. So first, we will see how many, what are all the areas where product design has been we will just have a look on product design. So first thing is a automotive. It is complete a set of product design, which electric vehicles, electric hybrid vehicles, and we have aerospace, and we have consumer electronics, marine engineering, satellites, and and we have textile industries where it have multiple applications of product design, and agriculture. Agriculture is a never ending thing, and we have so many kind of technologies, advancements, and we are still yet in the phase of developing the technological way of approaching for our agriculture based business for our farmers and all. So agriculture is a very good, and it is a very fast and never stopping business where anybody have any idea on development of any agriculture equipments. This session will be a very better for them to understand it. And we have very good with energy and utilities. We have worked with couple of projects on energy sectors also. We have defense, kitchen and house. So this is also core what I mean the change maker if you implement the product design for this segment. And we have construction equipments, robotics, and medical. Like as we know, like today we are in this COVID situation. I think so many engineers has been worked hard to develop complete resources. I mean, resources could be the infrastructure, the machineries, the equipments, the testing labs, so many things. So it's all hard efforts which we and the engineers will be working for the betterment and the satisfaction of the consumer. And we have locomotive. So this is all about being adopted with the product design process. So for example, I cannot do something just like that just within an hours or within a day or within a month. So we cannot go something vaguely whichever I like. I feels that I will like it and all. So there is a set of process where we are supposed to follow to get an extraordinary output where that gives satisfaction for consumers. So we'll start first with quote like design is not just what it looks like. Design is how it works. So this is a great quote which is given by Steve Jobs. Like exactly. So it is not just only with looks. Okay, it is something like how it works. So this one we have to take care while designing the essentials. Yeah. So brief about product design is something like it is an process of creating a new product to be sold by a business to its customer, where customer may feels a satisfaction with his purchased parts or products, whatever it may be. So this is what is about product design. So we will see what is how this NPD NPD is nothing but new product development. Like anybody, if you feel anybody want to add any points, you can definitely add. Or anybody have any kind of doubts, you can ask your doubts. Yeah, till now, as of now, anybody have any points to be added? Are there any doubts?
I think we are good.
Yeah, yes, yeah, that's great. Yeah. So we have something called NPD evolution. So how this NPD has been evolved till now. So we have the upcoming technology. We have today, we have tomorrow, we'll be having day after tomorrow also, and we had earlier also. And we have development process which we have done based on our experience. And major thing is that the driven thing is that the customer needs and requirements. So as of we will get whenever we get the customer requirements that like I want what I want a Apple iPhone, or I want a smartphone, or I want any I want a hybrid electric bicycle. So this is an input for the designers. In the sense, this is not an exact core input. This is a vague input where the customer is expecting something that he wants a battery operated bicycle. So this is an input. So this is a customer requirements. So based on this customer requirements, we have we have an access for new technologies which has been developed, or which could be developed, or which may be developed, or I mean which can be developed. So this is a technology, and we have a design process. This is done because of our failure and success. So I cannot there was an like from ISRO. So as we had an launch of Chandrayaan. So we can't tell that it is a failure, but ISRO tried to launch and it landed, but the landing could not be happened. Uh, so this is what I'm trying the first for the first time. Okay, so based on this experience, I will be developing and I will be educating myself. So how what is the best process or best practices to fail and success. So this is all about the NPD evolution. So if we question why NPD is required, so if we anybody can tell think that anybody can tell that why is NPD is required. I have my couple of projects where I'm doing good with my business. I'm going making good money. So with all these things, yeah, of course you are making money, but what exactly you can feel different with other competitive products? What makes you to differ from other products? What makes your product to be sold like hotcakes to the market? So we will going to discuss more on those things. So first thing is that the increasing new products, the case of introducing new products. So this makes a better and organic growth for your business, and this gives a competitive position, like you will be in a betterment and better competitive position in the market. And once if you are in a competitive market, you have a risk. So this introduction of new product into market is a risk, and I cannot tell that it is I should not tell that it is a fear factor. It is not a fear factor. If your product has been processed followed in a processed way, so your product will be like a hotcakes, can be sold out like a hotcakes. And high odds of failures, there are chances of failures, and of course there is a high cost. The cost has been involved for this all this process. So we'll see in a better way like how these things will be happen. Yeah. So in this picture we can see the earlier stage of a Mercedes Benz and the advanced stage of Mercedes Benz, today's Mercedes Benz. So we know, everybody know that there is a car, and we know that it is there from since from 1885 or 1880 something like that, and we have till now also we have the car. So what is the difference between these two things? So we know that so many difference, so many factors has been changed, and like it is a steam driven and diesel or petrol engine, and this one will be an diesel engine, or it will be hybrid engine, and it will be extremely super fast vehicle and compared to the earlier design. So this is what is a change where we make in our products. So one more important aspect is that characteristics of a successful product. So we have there is a set of characters based on build characters with product. Like if you consider any product, it, the product will be having its own characters. So we will discuss something basic kind of characters what involves in the development. So first is the product quality. Without a product quality, you may not be able to sell to the market, or you may not be able to step into the market. And next is a cost. Okay, so what I am discussing here is that the quality of the product. Okay, after your launch, I mean after you're designed and manufactured, and when you are taking it to the consumer level. So we are discussing those things. So product cost, product quality cost, development time. Now, how best and within how best time you will be able to develop the product. Next, development cost. So the cost will be the cost will be different costs with considered to product cost and the development cost. Development cost is that like what and all how many uh, iterations you have been taken to develop the cost with the support of resources, either engineers or material or manufacturing process or prototypes, how many things you have involved in that. And next, development capability. like do I have a capability to develop this product to achieve a better quality and better cost in the market. So this is all about the characteristics of the successful product. So next we will go with the challenges what product development we have. So first thing is that we have different norms. So like somebody are willing to develop any product, so one has to take care that what are all the norms with respect to government norms and the traits. Like is there is any existing concept or any existing mechanism where I'm copying the same thing, or whatever I have thought is the same thing of my competitive product. And next, details. So how better you can give a details of your product. Next is the time pressure, as we discussed earlier. And the next, one more important thing is the economics, the current economics of the country. So this will be a good thing that if you have any idea, you should think when this product should start develop and when it should be launched in the market. And next, creation time. So creation, it takes its own time and satisfaction to our society and individuals. Those some of the products should not be harmful, hazardous free, and it should be satisfied by individuals. And definitely team is very important role. So team diversity and team spirits are very important. So to go up with our product development. Anybody have any kind of a doubt till now? Are we are going good?
I have one question.
Yeah.
Generally when we try to design a product, actually just the quality you were talking about, right? So generally we say that the quality should be optimum, in a sense like it should not be very highly quality based, or like it should not be very poor quality also. It should be optimum so that we can maintain our the cost or whatever it is. Just to see that only just the only criteria we see is when a product is been designed, it should run only for a certain period of time.
Exactly.
That's what we have. So can you throw some light on that?
Yeah. Yes. Like your what is your expectation is that the product life cycle. I mean that you are telling to know that once the product is launched, so you're telling post market.
Yes.
Okay. Could you give any example
See,
or
for
any
example,
practical?
yeah, example, just I can develop a product with a very good material with a long sustaining a time of when it has been put into operations, right? So under that conditions, when you have running the product for a long time, you will not have the market. For example, if I'm a niche producer of a particular product,
Okay.
point of time you may not have like more chances of like getting the products, means in the sense like you don't have much business there.
Exactly. Okay.
So yeah, that's one of the aspects I believe. Like even like we also work on similar lines, so that like just we see that a little bit competitive over the competitors, and see that it sustains.
Exactly. Yeah, that's a good question. Actually, what happens is that during a couple of years of launch of the product, what happens, there will be a couple of competitors. Like everybody knows that if I develop anything today, I don't know what happens tomorrow and after tomorrow. With I can get maybe 10 competitors, or I may get one competitor. There may be not be having any kind of competitors for my products. So this depends on how effective is my product and how different are. While designing, we can think in such a way that if tomorrow, if I have any competitor, so do that competitor can copy this aspects, or we can think in such. One more thing is that, can I think what competitor may think on my product. So if I launch anything today, I should consider one more thing is that how he may crack my product and how he may develop this into next level. So this thought we should have before developing stage. If not, we cannot have a competitive edge with the market.
Hello, can I share something which I know about this?
Yes, sir. Sure. Yeah.
You see, the product that is being developed should be fit for the purpose at a very economical price. This is what is the standard.
Okay.
The product should be fit for the purpose at a lowest cost. And if the product that somebody is developing has got exorbitant cost compared to the others, then it is not a good product.
Exactly.
So the basic concept which we have to always keep in mind is the product should be fit for use at a lowest possible cost. Then only you will be successful in the market. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, sir. Thank you for that update. Yeah. So I think
Hello?
you. Hello.
Yeah, my name is Shruti. Just adding to this point, I would like to tell that when it comes to product design, especially, that is the reason we usually go with the life cycle testing. We actually, after we design, we come to a conclusion that this product will be operated for certain years of time or certain cycles for that matter. That is the reason. So the reason is, one, the product should be functional. The other should be, the cost should be, any person for that matter, he should be able to afford it.
Yes. Yeah.
So this is one point.
Yeah. Like, can you introduce about you? Hello.
Yeah, sure, definitely.
Yep.
So my name is Shruti. I have completed my diploma in mechanical engineering. Currently, I'm studying product design and modeling in Ramaya University, and I'm working as well. I'm working as a project engineer in Dover India Private Limited. I work for refuse trucks for US market.
Yeah. Hi, Shruti. Yeah. Nice to hear that. Yeah. Yeah, that's correct. Yeah. So we will go next with some more aspects. We will see what is the causes for the product failure. I think like we can have some more cleared questions with these slides. Yeah. So first, what we will see what could be the product failure features. So no competitive point of difference. So you have launched a product, okay, and you never ever expected what could be the competitive. I mean the reactions. Like you will have unexpected reactions either from competitive or either from the users, end users. So we doesn't know that. So till we launch to the market, so we can bypass this unexpected reactions uh, with the pre-sales. That option is there. So anyhow, this is also one consider like a point where we should keep in mind. And next thing is poor marketing position. So we invest lot in manufacturing, product development, and research, R&D and all. Well, if we are not investing a better budget, for our marketing, so we cannot place our market. So we should make sure that the product is reachable to the customer, or at least the customer should have an idea that this product is a better than this one. So that reachability we are supposed to give it. Next is too little marketing support. So the same thing. So if as a company board of directors or a company owner, if we are not supporting for marketing, definitely we cannot stand a competitive market, and definitely we will not be having any kind of business. And poor quality of product. So this quality, poor quality, this comes just like because maybe first thing is that we can tell that it maybe for the with hurry and worry we'll just do something and throw up something else, and it may be error from manufacturing error, or it may be error. There could be a probability that a product quality itself is not achieving. And one more thing next we have is a non-delivery of promised benefits. This is very, very important. So once you start marketing of your product before the market, I mean before launch of the product, so you will tell that this is what is a features, this is what is a benefit, and this is consume this many features, and it is having very good price, and you can compare to other products and all those things you will be telling. And if you lose, if you tell, if you do not deliver those kind of promises, then it's a failure. So customer doesn't have the trust. So here we are more focusing on the customer trust and the customer attraction point. So we are making a magnet, like in the sense the business person will be a magnet, and everybody will be attracting to their product. So we should not try to false promise or false promote on our products, which it doesn't have any kind of those features. One more next important aspect is that poor pricing and quality value. So pricing are very important. This is very, very important. Before setting up pricing, we should make sure that whether the competitive can set up the same prices, or how. So this is very very good point where we should be considering this one. Okay, and this should not make a loss for the company. This is also important. So this next one we will discuss with the fault estimates of market. So we will just try to over estimate on the market trends. So due to this market trends, so this could be a mistake from the marketing research team or any other thing. So we will think something that, and we will going to deliver something that, and we don't have market on that product, and it's a burden for the company, and it's a loss, again a loss. So we should never estimate, overestimate on market. So nobody could have been expected that today's situation, COVID situation, that somebody you could have been planning that I will be launching this product during this month, and suddenly there is a false. So this all things we are supposed to consider it before launching, or before even in fact before starting. Next, faultly estimated production and market cost. This is also one aspect where uh, I will going to estimate falsely on product manufacturing cost and marketing cost. This will be a huge expenses for the company, in fact. And next, improper channelization and distribution. In fact, I cannot tell that I am the owner and I will go to road, I will go myself in market and I will sell it door to door and all. That is not a correct way. So there should be a channelized partner, and there should be a distributor. So where you will going to promote and you will going to make a wide branches of your market, and you have a better share for your market. And one more thing is that rapid change in the market after the product was introduced. So this we doesn't know how this will going to change. Like this is all dependent on the economy of the country or the economy of where we are launching, either in India or of anywhere of any other country. So this is all a brief about the causes of a product failures. So next we will go with one more theory. One thing is that any product this is based with this rectangle. Sorry, not rectangle, a triangle. Sorry, a triangle. So first aspect, the bottom aspect is that the functionality. Functionality is very very important. Without functionality, you tell that it is very good. It is coated with the gold coating and it is a chrome coating. That is all fine. But without functional aspect, nobody can buy and nobody will be willing to buy that product. So you should be making sure that your product is functionally accepted and it is usability, and it is usability in the sense it is user friendly. So the customer or any customer should be understanding the working principle of that product. And the next is a satisfaction. Satisfaction is nothing but the outlooks of the product. So there are three other factors. So not three, two factors. So first thing is technical design and industrial design. We'll discuss more on this in the next coming slides. So technical design is nothing but the technically how we are making our design more stable and more strong than other maybe competitive design or anything. And industrial design is that how better or how best I am making my product to look. So this is two main aspects, and this concludes this makes as our product design triangle. So one more thing we can check is that so the products whatever we launch is driven with two aspects. One is a technology driven and one is a look, the style of the product. So we can tell the two. I can just brief an example. So we can take an example of a Nokia, the old what we used to get, and the Apple iPhones. So which one could be the best? So okay, it depends again upon a person whether it depends on personal and his status. So based on those status, a customer is going to pick his product either Nokia or Samsung or Apple iPhone. So we will just see what are all the things which this involved. So first uh, this is based on the cost driven narrow margin. So I have a product where my product is driven based on the cost and I have a narrow margin. Okay, I have very very narrow margin, and of course this technology I have not upgraded and it is low technology. And style I don't have. Doesn't even matter what's the outlook of this product. And one more thing is that my product should be technology driven product. So my product whatever I'm developing or launching, so this should be based on my technology, and this gives a value for my product. And one more value what we can give is that coming to style. So the product can be a style based driven, where you have good technology, you have a good concept, you have good working process, and your product also looks good with your style, with your aesthetics, with your outlooks. So if you are going for any function, if people will observe you based on your dress sense, that's a nature. So this is the same way it is for our products. So whatever we launch for our products, we have to make sure that the outlook is good. And one more thing is that the value driven, fulfilling with respect to form and function. Yeah, this is very very high kind of a thing where maximum of our like we work is that we integrate the form and the function as a one. So this gives us satisfaction for the end users. The form is nothing but the shape, the appearance, the flow of the product, like maybe a triangle, rectangle, odd shape, the any ergonomic shape, organic shape. So there are so many set of forms. Like we'll discuss on those things later. So this is what about breakthrough points of our product to make sure that we will stand up in the market.
One question, Ravi Kiran.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, actually, you told that technology driven is there, no?
Yes.
It's
Yeah.
nothing but we need to apply, we need to implement a new technology in the company. From that, we need to deliver the product, means we will get the more margin of profit.
Yes. Yeah. See, the technology in the sense we can understand, um, okay, I will give an example.
Hmm.
There is an bike. Okay, we
Okay.
know that bike is exist from many years, and it is exist, and it will be exist. Now,
Hmm.
the trend is that customer will ask, I want a bike.
Okay.
Fine,
Okay.
bike is a petrol engine. Okay,
Hmm.
the customer requires, he wants either if I want this bike. Why cannot I can get a battery driven bike? That is nothing but a hybrid. So I want a bike with which is driven by petrol engine, also
Hmm.
battery operated vehicle. So this is
No.
battery operated is a technology where I will going to integrate to the product.
But most of the OEM can implement a new technology and they will take training, and they whoever having a lot of investment, they will
Exactly,
go for updation of the technology. But
exactly,
whoever having small scale industries and all, they don't want to change their technology. They will be in the margin of a cost driven
conventional.
and a narrow margin only. They won't
Exactly.
go for the style driven also.
Exactly. Yeah, see, that's what many of the products which are into market may not be reaching to the customer
Yeah.
target, or
Mm.
it may not be a satisfaction for the customer. So ultimately, whatever we
Mm.
design, that should be satisfied. But still, the products are exist. But I can tell that that is not satisfied with the customer. Since that nobody could be there in that competitor, that will be running as usually.
Mm.
If somebody comes with a
Mm.
betterment of with their technology, definitely the market will be the with a B customer, the product owner from B. So A will be remaining with the same thing.
Mm.
So
Correct.
yeah,
Okay, thank you.
yeah, thank you. Yeah, one more thing,
Kiran, can I say something?
hello.
Kiran,
Yes. Yeah, tell me.
can I say something? Just now somebody raised a question.
Yes, sir.
How
Hi, Om
technology?
Prakash, sir.
Hello.
Hello. Yeah.
Somebody just raised a question where low margin and old product will
Okay.
uh, will not give a better yield. So I have a small clarification for them. Sorry
Yeah.
to interrupt.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Just now
Yeah, yeah,
somebody
tell me,
spoke.
sir.
Can you just introduce me? Your good name?
Yeah,
Somebody
this
asked a
is
question just
Ramnath
now.
Sakhode.
Ramnath Sah.
Yeah,
Sir,
this is Ram.
just now
Yeah, yeah, tell me,
Kiran
sir.
was referring low margin and old product. Okay,
Yeah, sir.
I would like to just highlight here something. Like Kiran
Sir,
told,
tell me, sir.
with just only one technologically driven, there can be an increase in the profit margin. Now,
Sir.
recently, what has happened?
Yeah.
For an example, in
Sir.
automotive industry, everybody knows
Sir.
that vehicle author, everybody
Yeah,
has an
yeah.
anybody. I mean, most of the people must have seen an author vehicle. Okay, there is only one
Sir.
technology has been added there. That is a battery technology.
Hmm.
And
Yeah,
now
battery technology.
whole of Bajaj is depending
Yeah.
for relying on his old technology. That is a petrol engine
Sir.
with a four
Sir.
stroke, and with the
Hmm.
only simple one modernization or one technologically driven. The whole Bajaj
Sir.
company repented on officially on the media that they did not develop this component or did not develop this product last
Hmm.
4 5 years back with having so much of funds inside. But whereas Arthur
Yeah.
has just spent only nearly around 100 crore company, and now having a
Oh.
1 lakh order throughout year, 1 lakh order and delivery period is 6 months of time. See,
Oh.
this is the point where we have to understand.
Yeah,
Even
the
though big
risk
companies,
management is will be
yeah,
more only in that kind
yes,
of
yes,
situation,
no, that is there,
because
that is
that
there,
kind
but
shares and all it will be in, they are
uh,
in very much loss. That kind they have
yes.
capacity to withstand those all risk managements. Then
No,
normal
but
people, small
they
scale
really
industry,
repent.
medium people can't.
They really repented for not investing in technologically, where the other companies, a
Hmm.
normal Bangalore-based company, could come out with with such a idea, idealistic this one, and drive the market where they're having 1 lakh vehicle orders without having any IC engines or without having a complete change circles. IC engine has got so much of development and so much of supply chain. All those things are completely worn out now. All those things are completely not at all necessary for author. And it's only one technologically driven, and it is completely beating all other companies. So this is where Mr. Kiran was referring. With a small technologically driven, keeping the cost is also lower. The cost of the author vehicle for 1 year after depreciation, it comes down to 73,000 rupees. Whereas Honda and other vehicles, other petrol engine vehicles, even though you spend around 70,000 rupees on road, but you would have ended up spending a petrol cost more than 20,000 rupees per year after if you drive it.
Definitely, sir.
This is where the totally change is there. That is what Kiran was referring. I really agree with Kiran. There is some technologically driven. You have to just think about
that
the market. Yes.
that's why I told that
Yes.
it will be very applicable to OEMs only, not for a small scale industry. They can't
No,
take
no,
a
no,
risk
no,
like
no,
that.
no, 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 no. Truly, no, no, not no OEM. See, Athar was a only very small company, which is not at all having a 300 crore company now. Bajaj is a 3,000 crore company. Now you say that is it a OEM or something like that? It is only technology which drove Athar to such a high level.
Okay.
So that's
So
not
good
the
concept.
only technologically. You have to think about it. Yeah, Mr. Kiran, you can
Yeah.
continue.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for that value-added point. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. Definitely, the technology-driven will be the better, and that will
Yeah.
be saving the ultimate goals of a business.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, like we will go some more slides to these things. Like this slides shows that how a product is developed from scratch to the real outlook. So you can see in the left side there is something called CAID. So you can see some sketches which has been drawn and some kind of 2D rendering which has been done, and we have a CAD done, and we have a a CAE, and we have CARR. So this is a brief process which has been done, which showcase a complete of this motorbike. So anybody can understand that this is a bike, right? Nobody can tell that no, this is not bike, this is a cycle. So this is what is the values, and this is what is a systematic way where we will going to we have to integrate, and we have to uh, do in a right way. So here we will go into the brief, the exact process, what product design is. So before that, I just want to we have a quote, a beautiful quote from Sri Saram Vishwesvaraya. So your work, your good work is as good as your planning. So if your planning is bad, your work is bad. So this quote we should remember, and we should keep as an inspiring points for our designing process. So whatever we should plan, that should be having a better and a good plans. So definitely we can expect a better output from this. So this is a one brief process of a product design. So first thing is that there's a planning process, there's a concept development, there's a system level design, there's a detailed design, testing refinement, and production. So what all this product process, which are the symbols? So, and we can see something, there's a marketing, there's a design and manufacturing. So this product design process plays a vital role for our designing of our products. So we'll go one by one what this process goes with. So first thing which comes as a planning. So planning is very essential, and it is very much a basic and a base thing. Before you do anything, you may doing a satellite, you may launching a rocket, or you may launching a battery car, bike, anything, or you may be launching a pin, a safety pin. Okay, the word looks like a basic thing, like since he is as a safety pin. Fine, a safety pin is an essential product for the day-to-day usage. So let it be any product. You just think that how best you will going to plan your product. So planning. So in this planning, what it have? So you can see this orange color segments. So this includes marketing, design, other functions, and manufacturing. So while designing, planning is the first. In that planning, we have marketing. So without marketing, we cannot start anything. The marketing team, what they do is that they'll get, they will try to have data, like collect the data with the primary research, secondary research, and tertiary research. So many researchers they'll be doing. So to check that what product will be better to launch, either 2020 or 2030 or 2025. So how to plan that? So marketing team will going to give, or you may not be, or somebody will be having that idea that I'm not having the money or the budget and all. Fine, you yourself can do start marketing. You yourself can check what are all things, what are all trends in the market, or you can predict what could be the future in 2025, or what could be the future in 2050. So this can be taken at any point of time, anywhere and all. So this doesn't require any kind of experience also. Okay, you have to concentrate on market, what exact market, and what is the thing you are going to launch. Okay, and you have to define the basic market segments. You cannot tell that I am launching something better, nobody has done and all. Fine, that is fine. You have to address the set of category of people who will be using your product. For example, you cannot tell that this product is only for this class of people. This category is only for this category. Of course, you can tell that one, and for that you can make different kind of uh, product A, product B, product C. You can make a categories of the product. So this is how. So this is how the market planning, marketing we will going to do. So this is a very important job before we jump into actual designing. So here we will be getting and we'll be extracting the complete data for our design activities. So here we will going to identify the product which we are going to launch. The product can be motorbike, or any smartphone, or solar phone, or a foldable chair, compactable chairs, anything. So next we will be having a segment of a design segment. Okay, what design segments will be doing? So design people, they will going to create a product platform and architecture. Once the product has been identified, so they will start building the architecture. So like example, before starting construction, we are supposed to have a foundation. So for foundation, we should check what is the depth, of the foundation, what is the height, everything should be considered. Just like that, we cannot start anything, or I cannot tell that no, I will do this something later. Now you start designing something, whatever it comes to your mind, you start doing that. We'll refine tomorrow, or we'll refine some when it comes to market. No, we cannot tell that. So you should make sure you're supposed to do, consider the architecture of your products, and you are supposed to also think that new technologies we cannot neglect on this technology. One should be having accessibility of technology, one should have the knowledge telling that what will be the today's and tomorrow's technology for this particular product. Next we will be having manufacturing. The people from manufacturing side will be identifying the production constraints of the product, and we will be checking that supply chain. So if I designing battery bicycle, so from where do I procure my wheel hub, or any batteries, or any kind of systems, or any kind of control units? So from where should I procure? So all initiations will be done in the planning. And the frame, the cycle frame, the bicycle frame, how do I manufacture? So during that manufacturability, uh, what and all the constraints could be having, this one we will be making a glance before we start design. Here we are not starting any kind of design, we are just checking what and all constraints I will be getting after I start my production. And we have one more thing is that other functions where we will be rigorously doing research on new technologies, and we'll be checking the financial aspects for the products to make our goals, and there will be a general management for allocating resources. And this all things cannot be just done today night or tomorrow morning, and it takes its own kind of time, and patience will be very important to have a better output. So this is all about a product planning. So next we will go with the concept development. So concept development, what this includes? This includes again the same thing: marketing, design, other function, manufacturing. But in this stage, there will be a different set of activity where we will be upgrading or we'll be going to the next from our research. So what is that we'll be doing? So first, in marketing, we'll be identifying lead users and competitive product. This is very important, where we have identified product, and it is not that we'll start doing something today and tomorrow and all. No, we have to identify, we have to have an input, or we should have a record that who are the users of my product. So battery operated bicycle, who are my users, end users? So this I should keep in mind. And is there is any competitive competitor for these products? So without this, I tell that you, if you have any idea, yes, that is fine, that is good, but you should be having this analysis report, the complete report, brief report of this marketing. uh, we will go with next in design department, what they will be doing. So they will start investigating feasibility of product concepts. They'll be checking how best our product can be done with different concepts. And they will start developing of industrial design concepts. So there is something called as industrial design. So what this design means? Anybody have any idea on this thing? Are anybody into industrial design? Okay, fine. So
What is that,
we
Kiran? What is that, Kiran?
yeah, it is industrial design.
I didn't get you. What is that?
Yeah.
Just
Okay. Let me explain so that one. See, there is something called industrial design. We have two things: technical design and industrial design. So industrial design is nothing but where the product will start. It's a life. It is nothing but we giving a life to the product by initiating concepts from sketches. So it starts from sketches with the googling. So many sketches will be starting, and will be ending up with a. We'll be considering an inspiration from animals, uh, by nature, considering the forms, a particular set of forms, and all those things. I will going to show that. That will be better to understand. So this is what the design team will be looking into. And manufacturing. So coming to manufacturing, so they will start estimating the manufacturing cost for individual products, in the sense individual parts, and they'll start accessing the production feasibilities. So how do I access my production? So within what and how should I plan my production based on my resources and based on my factory equipments or machineries. Next will be having other functions. This remains the same thing as of now. The budget allocation and resource allocation and technology access. So this is about concept development. So next we will go with the system level design. So system level design, what is this? System level, the name itself tells us system level design. For example, if I consider a vehicle, there are so many subsystems like electrical system, running system, chassis and running system, wheel systems, and electronic systems. So many systems. So this will be defined and this will be addressed in this section. So marketing team, so what they'll be doing in this section during this level?
Can you repeat, Kiran? System level design.
Yeah, like a system level design is nothing but if you consider a car, okay, there are set of systems in that. Like we have engine and transmission system and power transmission system. That is nothing but engine and then next we have electrical system, we have electronic systems, then we have body and chassis systems. So many, and we have computer aided advancement systems. So many systems are there where we will be identifying at this stage before doing anything. Design has been started already. It is started with the industrial design activities, and here we'll be making sure that what are all the different systems. We'll see how this will going to start. So in marketing, we have we have a team, something like they will be doing something, develop plan for product options and extended product family. So they'll be checking how best our products will be uh, making sure that how it will be uh, located or placed at the markets. And next they'll start setting the sales target. I mean the sales prices, profits, everything will be planning, will be happening on at this phase. And coming to design, we will be having generate alternative product architectures. Like we'll be starting defining the product platforms and all, like frame, body frame, structures, body structures, and what running systems, all so many things. And next we'll start define major subsystems and interfaces. This is what we discuss, like radiator systems, cooling systems, and ventilation systems, and chassis systems, so many things. And we will going to further refine our industrial design. And coming to manufacturing, we have identifying key suppliers for the key component. Yes, so the manufacturing people will be completely engaged. Like they have to make sure that who is a better supplier and which supplier will be convenient for our norms, our company norms, and our company policies. And we will be defining the final assembly scheme in the manufacturing. I cannot just be quite let these people design, then we'll see and all. I cannot tell that. So I should make sure that I have to being a lead, I should make sure that the assembly process of the product are settled, are thought before the design or before the manufacturing. And we have to set the target costs. If not, we will be acquiring investing so much of money during the manufacturing. So other functions, like what it includes, like financial aspects, like facilitates market business analysis. So they'll be checking the how the financial analysis of the market, current markets. And services, uh, I should make sure that my product should be able to service at any point of time. Okay, now I am going from Kanyakumari to Kashmir. I am going in a motorbike. Suddenly there is a breakdown happened in a bike. Now I cannot tell that I have purchased this at a Royal Enfield showroom at MG Road. Then I cannot come from somewhere from my destination to MG Road. So there should be an option that I can access, or I can have an easy accessibility for my service, or there should be a manual that I can access myself. So that all things are very much essential, where we are supposed to take care before launching it or before designing it. And general activity like supply and review and all those things will be happening in the other functions, general management functions. So coming to detailed design, we will see what here it is. So the marketing team, they will start, they will never going to keep quiet. They will be doing with the development and business plan, how to take further with their products. And coming to design, so this is a core team, the core activity where the designers, the design engineers, the design associates, everybody will be working to make sure the part is good. So what is that? So individuals will be defining the geometry of the part. Now whatever I have done, it is all whatever I have spoken earlier in slides, that's all just an idea. So here that idea will be converted into realities. So that process I will going to share in the next coming slides. So I'll be defining the parts. by using CAD software and all. We'll discuss that in later slides. So I will be choosing initially the materials. So materials are very very essentials, where you cannot bypass that. We will see what the design will come, then we'll going to plan and all those things. No, that is wrong. So the materials, individuals should, it is individual's job that we should define the material first and foremost while designing that. Or sometimes the customer will be telling that I want in a chrome coated, or I want in gold coated, or something. We'll be having the input, but definitely the material considerations should be important, should be considered. Then assign tolerances. What is this tolerances? So I think this is a technical discussion, in-depth technical discussions. So assign tolerance is nothing but the tolerances of the parts will be assigning. This is complete into design activity. Core design will be happening here. So next will be the completing of the industrial design activity, and it will be documented so that anybody want to access anywhere at any point of time can be accessible. That is
Kiran,
nothing.
one
Yes,
minute.
yes, yes, yeah,
Yeah, I am keep on reading a selection of
yes,
material
yes.
properties. I'm reading. I couldn't able to remembering those things. Okay, so
Okay,
in which condition, which material I can decide, which condition, which type of annealing processes I need to do. How I can remember the each and every properties like ferrous material, non-ferrous material properties. How I can understand those things
okay,
in lab applications.
okay. Like there are a couple of standards, like you're telling, you're referring some couple of books, right?
Yeah, Kurmi book I'm referring actually. So
Okay,
if I reading about any cast iron means it containing of 1.7 to 4 percentage of
exactly,
carbon
exactly.
content and silicon, phosphorus, manganese and different percentage and some additives material will be there to increase the some properties like strength, serviceability, lubrication, all those kind of different mechanical property, physical property,
Correct, correct.
chemical property we can develop it. So if I keep on reading in any other properties, no, I am seeing same kind of that. If you add silicon, only the percentage of silicon, all those things, it will vary. But which
Okay.
is very difficult to remember those numbers, percentage numbers.
Yes, yes,
Correct.
yes, yes.
So other than that, the mechanical properties like it will increase the strength and the tensile strength will be more,
Okay.
wear resistance will be more, like that, same like that only it is there. So how I need to read those things, material properties actually.
But
Sir, sorry for interrupting.
yeah,
To answer to your question, I
Yeah,
would probably suggest you there is a software called CES. It is
TES,
easily C for cat, E for elephant, S for Singapore. This is a
CES. Yeah.
software. Yes, this is a software available easily in the Google. You can probably download this. This is a very good software which is always updated with the materials, its properties, its application with the
okay,
manufacturing techniques. The latest manufacturing techniques are also available in this. I would probably suggest this software keeps on getting updated every time, and this has
okay,
many versions of it also. And this has a complete data of the material and its properties, what are the application, what to select, what to not. It has a very good data in it. I think probably you can just have a look at this software. It's a very nice software. To be frank, most of the industries are using this software. And
okay.
coming to material, in an industry, there will be hardly one metallurgical person who is expertise in the material. Not all the
Yeah,
person can understand the material, its properties, where to use, where to not. It is very
yeah.
difficult. Actually,
Difficult,
selecting a
correct.
material is a very difficult job.
Yeah, correct
That
only.
is the reason there is so many analysis being done, FEA analysis, CFT, and other so many analysis are being done. So based
Yeah,
on those only, we are gonna select a material. Material selection of a material is not only based on the functionality; it is based on the environmental conditions. It is based on even the manufacturing techniques. You cannot use the composite materials where the solar radiation are high. So that is how it is being selected, where you're planning to release the product, what is the environmental solution, environment conditions over there. Based on that, you're going to select a material. So
okay.
material selection is section it is completely altogether a different chapter. I don't think it is a part of product design, but that there is a different team who will usually take care the part of selecting material.
Okay, that software name, can you tell me that one?
CES.
CES.
Yes.
CES, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, I agree with Shruti. Actually, that's called as a CS selector. Actually, so it is from a company called as IDES. So CES selector is the module of it. So wherein you get the entire detail of like the properties of the material and the conditions. You can just provide the conditions, and it will throw out the what materials you can use it. So one thing, and also there is one more, like a paid services are there. That is one is called as Granta. That is a UK based company which will provide the similar kind of services but in a more advanced way. So apart from it, and then you also can use MatWeb. So that's also one more software where you can just leverage those software to get your material details.
Okay, sir. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, Shruti.
Thank you, Shruti. Thank you for the update, and thank you, Mr. Rupesh.
Thank
Yeah,
you, Rupesh.
that was good. So yes, yeah. Coming to our detailed design, we are in manufacturing. We'll see what things will be happening here. So first thing is define piece part production process. So this is a one kind of a process, like it depends, again depends part to part or product to product and process to process, it depends. Here we are supposed to identify what is that process I have to integrate into manufacturing, the final manufacturing. So where we'll be initiating the design tooling, the tool design will be initiating, and we'll be defining the quality assurance. So there are certain norms where we are supposed to have idea or the knowledge on the norms. So without that norms, we cannot just start the production and just sell it on road or sell it on sell with customers. So there are set of norms. There will be this we discussed earlier also, that we are supposed to take care before any product design launch. And next, being procurement for long lead tooling, tooling as well as purchasing. Yeah. Hello. Yeah. So next is general support and review. This will be happening at any point of time, and to make sure that every process and everybody are in the same loop to achieve the goals. So next we have testing and refinement. So we'll see what marketing people will be doing. They'll be engaged with developing the promotional launch, and they'll be busy with making the promotional materials for the product launches. And we'll be having a field test facilities will be having. In fact, if there is a prototype available, then we can make a field testing. If not prototype, then we have to wait for the prototypes. And we have in design department, we have reliability testing. So this is nothing but the satisfaction how a customer will be feeling. So this is an important aspect, and life testing of a product and performance testing, and obtain regulatory approvals. So these are all very, very essentials once if you're ready with your design. So we're supposed to get all these regulations and approvals before launching it. And we have manufacturing telling that facilitating suppliers ramp up. So we'll start engaging, we'll build a better and good relationship with our suppliers and all, and we'll be making sure that he is into our terms and conditions and all. So those all activities will be happening in this stage. And refine fabrication process and assembly processes, and train workforce. So we cannot just engage our resources to do something this however you want and all, however you feel and all. No, that is wrong. So there is a set of training where we are supposed to give to our resources. That is nothing but for our family fabrications. Next, we have refine quality assurance process. So quality assurance, this quality assurance is very important, where the product should not get failed, that telling that this product has been wrongly manufactured, or this manufacturing has been done in a wrong way, and they have not followed a proper process. So that should not come out during the what manufacturing. So that's why the manufacturing people will have a complete engaged process where to achieve the better quality. Yeah, next we have other functions telling sales and develop of a plans, sales plans, and as usual general review. So this is all about testing and refinement. So we'll go with next final production ramp up. So this is a final stage of a product. Yeah, so here we will be having prototypes, develop prototypes. Those prototypes will be uh, given, placed, located with our key customers. Like I can tell that I will give to my family friends. I'll give this product to my couple of neighbors where they can use. They can pay. I can just give it for some kind of days. I want to make sure that what is the feedback they will be giving. Is this product is fine? Are there any development? So this kind of feedbacks I will be taking it. And here the design department, so they will be starting evaluating the earlier production phases, okay, production outputs. And here the manufacturing is that the complete manufacturing operation will begins at this manufacturing stage. And we have general review process. So this is all about manufacturing, I mean the product design process. So till now, any doubts? Like I think I will go with the next process. So this process will give you better understanding and the on this idea of the PD process. So I was discussing something called as industrial design and all. So this is a stage where the design will start with free-form sketches, rough sketches with an industrial design expert, and they will going to select one sketches, one concept out of so many thousand sketches. I can tell thousand sketches. So they'll give refine, and they'll come across with so many iterations, and finally one or some set of 5 concepts will be selected out of those sketches. So in that one will be the final one where the management will be taking care. And from this, so this is you can see the comparison between these two sketches. So here it is one thing, and this is a refined and very system I mean the organically shape where they have derived it. And next we'll going to consider the ergonomically and the ergonomic dimensions and the height, width, and all those things. I cannot design this chair telling with something vaguely, like it should be ergonomically comfortable with age limits and the locational limits. Like you can, like you should keep in mind that I am designing this product in India, so I should make sure that I should know that these products are used by so many Indians across anywhere, north to south, east to west. So those ergonomical factors I will be considering while designing. And next will be I will be going with a 3D parametric design. Okay, CAD design. This is done in CAD. I will explain those things next slides. Then I will be going with a mock-up model that can be 3D printed or form model or clay model, anything. Then I will go for test, ergonomical test with different percentiles of people, either from child in the sense not a limited age given, either 10 years or 12 years or 15 years person, from to 90 years or 90 or 80 years person I can make. Where it is not that since they are 90 and 95 we cannot neglect them. Even yeah, of course this is designed for them also to be satisfied and to be comfortable for their age. So that mindset we should be taking care, and we should not neglect like, oh, who 90 years, who will be 90 there existing in this current 90 years. We cannot avoid that, and we cannot take that point as a silly point. So that is a very important point. If they are satisfied, then our products are good. That is nothing but you are in the right way and your product is correct. Then next we are going with analysis. Analysis could be the CA analysis. This is done the curvature analysis of the form. This is to check that the form is been correct or not, and it is having the continuity of the form. So this is what the test is being done here. Next we have CNC milled prototype. So the prototype has been done. Once this test has been done, then I have confidence that I can go for a wood milled prototype. And then I will apply MDF coat, color code. Then this is my final rendered model. This is not just an uh, the physical photograph. It is a digital photograph. That is nothing but there is a technology where you can design your product, and you can make sure you can your product can be uh, added with different color properties. You can showcase that different like I can show behind the Taj Mahal, or I can show somewhere near the beautiful sceneries, or I can show in a studio based. So like that, there is a technology where I can showcase my products. So this can be done before manufacturing also. And next we have a tooling. So this is done a cavity mold for tooling. And then finally we have production drawings, release drawings. Then we have CNC milled 4-piece production molds. With this, we have complete a beautiful product where anybody likes to buy and to have at their home or offices for the receptions and all. So this is what is a satisfaction we will be giving following the product design process. We will also see what is the technology available for the product design. This you may be having an awareness, or you may be having like you may be upgrading with these slides. Yeah. So what is the technology? So first is that CAID. What is the CAID? What is the CAS? So CAD is nothing but computer aided industrial design. Many of them knows that CAD and CAM and CAE. CAD is nothing but computer aided design and development. CAID is nothing but CE computer aided industrial design. So this is a new for the if you are hearing this one as a first time, then probably this will be the new thing. But in fact, the European companies and European based style of designing will be integrated every time CAD along with their product design process. They will never going to bypass the product CAD process. So we have something called CAS. So this is nothing but computer aided surfacing or computer aided styling. Then of course everybody know that CAD, CAD CAD. Then we have CAE, computer aided engineering. Then we have CARR, like this we discussed earlier also. This is nothing but computer aided real time rendering. So here you can feel the reality of a product. So like this car is not a real production car, or this is not a real photography. This is a real time digital photography where we have been taken. And finally we have CAM, computer aided manufacturing. So this is a simple technology where it is available for the development. So we'll just go a little bit in depth of CAID, computer aided industrial design. So this involves so many activities like 2D sketching, 2D rendering, doodling, ergonomics, packaging, prototype, and 3D rendering. So this is all a technology where individuals like what my experience, what I feel is that none of the companies will give exposure to have accessibility to all these departments. So nobody will be having accesses to look into these activities. I feel that so many companies will never allow for any kind of design studios and all. Well, this is a very good if somebody is interested to learn, or any of our students are willing to perform their higher educations, I prefer you can select MGS, that is nothing but a master's in design. So you will be having a lot of opportunities and so many learnings will be there, and you will going to enjoy like anything with this department, CALD department. And this is not just it is not I will do something and all. No, it is nothing. This is only desired for set of people like who are like, if you are already into creativity, then this will be a very good subject for individuals. Like so many creative activities will be involved. Thinking, design thinking will be involved. So many creations, inspirations will be taken care from nature, animals, all those things. Then we have CAS, computer aided styling. So this is all and about what I am speaking is all about advancement of the technology and advancement of the softwares. Yeah. So something called freeform modeling, and there's something called classes surfacing. I think some of them are having an idea on the classes surfacing, but I don't know whether you'll be knowing the freeform modeling. But this is also one kind of a modeling concept, modeling technique. This is only used for concept modeling, not for detailed modeling. Well, classes surfacing is a detailed, it is a technical surfacing where the theoretical formulas and theoretical values has been imposed and are driven with this modeling. And this is a very expensive, I mean, the designers over here who will be working are paid a lot, and it is a set of different technical skills where you will be supposed to have a surfacing complete grip on surfacing. So if you are good with surfacing, you can probably we can explore, you can upgrade yourself for the jumping into classes surfacing. So there are so much demands in the market now. So we'll go with the CAD, what this involves in and all. So this involves 2D parametric sketching, 3D parametric modeling. This is nothing but engineered modeling, 2D technical drawing creations, assembly sequence and assembly installations, BOM generations, service manual, and part catalogs, and simulation and assembly interferences. So this is all about technical. So whoever, I think most of you are all into this technical and all, technical way of designing and all those things. So this is a very important subject. Next, we have CAE, that is computer-aided engineering. We have structure analysis, crop test, vibration analysis, thermal analysis, and fluid dynamics and crash analysis. And this is again a different kind of departments where many of them will be having the limited accesses. I think this maybe could be the bridge between CAD and CAE. That's what I feel. And this is again a wide subject, and especially the expertise, technical expertise are the essentials for this subject. And this one is again called as computer-aided real-time rendering, where this you can see the furniture, the interior and all those things, what is it. This is not in photography, this is done in digitally, without actual model. Like this is not physical model, this is all done in real time digitally. So there are so many softwares available. So this is all done in this way. This is a new technology where this is also skill oriented technology. This is integrated with computer aided industrial design. So this is also a very good subject actually. And we'll see what are all the softwares which are there usually widely which are used in PD. So first for surfacing we have Autodesk Alias. So many products, sorry, software products has been there from Autodesk. There are student version, there are commercial version, so many things are there. And we have CAD softwares, that is CATIA from Gazard Systems, and we have Siemens. From Siemens we have Unigraphics, and we have from Parametric Technology we have Creo, and again SolidWorks from Gazard Systems. And one more thing is that this is all about softwares which is used for 3D rendering, real-time rendering. That is Mental Ray, we have Keyshots, and all. Apart from this softwares, there are some more, so many other softwares, but this is a widely where is used in many corporates and many professionals, with many professionals. We have one more thing, software used for the branding and graphic development. So it is not just essential that you do surfacing, you do CAD modeling, and you do a 3D good 3D render. No, apart from that, we have to learn something called branding and graphic designing. So branding and graphic design, this takes your product to somewhere else where you never been imagining that your product could be branded in different level. So this is done in branding and graphics. So for that we have Photoshop and Adobe Illustrator, and we have After Effects and so many other softwares. So this is what I'm speaking like is that basically used in a corporate company or used in a startup, any startup. So we will discuss more on some more aspects on consideration for product design. So what are all those considerations? Is that first is DFM, DFA. I think most of you are knowing these things. We'll discuss some more. Design for assembly, design for cost, design for environment. This is very, very important. Where anything you are designing, that should be hazardous free, and that should be environmental free, and that should not affect any kind of living beings, either toxic way or any other thing. So we should have a glance. Anybody are developing battery bicycles or motorcycles should be knowing that what is the scrap, that after scrap what battery will be happening, what is the process that it will going to take. So that should be having a idea. If not, there will be the litigations from the government officials, and there are so many questionnaires will be done, and all those things will be there. And next we'll see design for manufacturing, design for reliability, design for serviceability, design for sourcing. So this is all very, very important, where individuals should concentrate before designing anything. So if you are good with all this, addressing all this questionnaire here, and I am sure that the end product will be better, and you can compete in the market with better competitors. So next we have some more things called market trends. So individuals should know what is a market, costing, end users. You should have that what is the mindset, and what is the culture, and what is the uh, behavior of end users, so that the product should match for the end user. And ergonomics should be comfortable, and materials, what materials, like we discussed earlier also, what material you are using for your product. Satisfaction is very, very important. Without customer satisfaction, then we cannot uh, uh, match, like we cannot like I can't tell that I have invested so much of money, you tell that you are satisfied and all. No, we cannot tell that. So customer should give this feedback telling that this product is very good, I felt very comfortable with your product, and I felt very different and very unique with your product. So that is what is satisfaction, where we are looking for that. And prototype, what is that prototype we are using it. And IP confidentials, IP is very, very essential. If you are done any kind of innovations, or you have done any value additions, definitely we have a rights for the intellectual property. You can make a patents of your documents and all. So there are so many legal bodies, government bodies and all, where you can go across and speak, or you can contact me for any kind of IPs. And reliability is also very essential, where you should be taking care. So coming to material, like we have so many materials, uh, starting from metals to woods, glass, carbon fiber, technical ceramics, elastomers, thermoplastics, polymers, polymer foam. So many things are there. So this is all in-depth and core subjects, where this is all applicable for, and this is all you're supposed to take care while designing. So there are so many aspects are there, and so many properties are there, from one metal to one more metal. So all those things we are supposed to have a knowledge on this things. So we will, I think we are coming up for the end of the sessions. Better we will have some of the case studies. We'll see some case studies for our better understanding. So what is the case studies first one? Yeah. So this, yeah, first case study what we are seeing is here, Soka.
Kiran,
So this is nothing but solar car. So this is something an inspiration with honeycomb, honeybees, and bird and all. Um, this one is all, whatever you're seeing is all about uh, okay, somebody's message.
Kiran,
Hello.
Kiran.
Yes, sir. Tell me, sir.
Just pause for a while.
Yes, sir.
Let others have, if they have any doubt or any
Yeah, yeah.
questions, they can raise
Okay,
it.
okay. Yes, yeah.
Then we can move on to case study.
Sure,
Just
sir.
5 minutes.
Yeah.
Please, anybody can raise any questions or whatever it is. You can just clear up your doubts in any of the previous this one before Mr. Kiran move on to case studies.
Kiran, when you file for IPs, is
Yes,
it
sir.
more geo restricted or it is global? Say it is.
Sir, yeah.
It is more
Yes.
of a Karnataka, Bangalore, or India, Asia. How is it typically?
Yes, sir. So actually, while filing a patent, you have different norms. So first norms will be that either it is for your local or it is an international. Again, in international, we have certain things that that patent or that kind of similar patent should not be existing there. If it is existing there, then we cannot have a patent for that region. You can only file for India if it is not available.
Okay. If a product has a patent globally,
Okay.
uh, on a similar line or a little, you cannot have a patent for India specific.
Yeah, no, I could not get you, sir.
If there is an
Yeah,
international.
I got it.
Yeah.
Can I share something on
Sure,
this?
sir. Yes, sir. Definitely.
Okay, in case somebody has got a patent on a product or on the process, and if it has been issued a patent, then others cannot copy it for a particularly defined amount of time. Until that time, the law says to recover the developmental cost, nobody can copy the process nor the product. And after that time gets elapsed, and that product will be free and anybody can manufacture that product anywhere in the world. This is what is the IP protocol. Thank you.
Can you enlighten as to what is the lock-in period of your IP?
You see, for the pharmaceutical products, the time you see, for example, if somebody develops a product in pharmaceuticals, then there the time limit will be different. Or for some mechanical products, the time limit will be different. So based on the product, the intellectual property, for example, somebody has developed a product for forever, he will not be the owner of the product, and there will be always a time limit defined for it. And it varies from case to case as far as my knowledge is concerned.
That's
Sir,
correct,
once
sir.
the
Yes.
time limit
Yeah.
is over, then then that time also we need to take a permission from that patent person.
No.
Not required.
No.
Sir, I agree with
No,
Mr.
not required.
Ashok sir. Sorry to intervene, Mr. Ashok sir. It is in pharmaceuticals. This is a law. What you have
Yes,
told
please.
is a clear case. It is well understood. But in product designing, in somewhere in food processing units or equipments or in either automotive, there is a lifetime patent where you cannot copy. Only
Lifetime
you have
is,
to.
for
Yeah,
example,
you only
the
have to
safety
pay.
pin.
Yeah, we have to pay a royalty and then you can copy it.
I will tell you a classic case. Earlier,
Yes.
one that Mr. The telecom revolutionary, Sam Petroda.
Yes.
Earlier, we were using tabs, the calculator with the names, the telephone directory earlier.
Correct.
We were using calculators which had telephone directory in it just few years
Yeah.
back.
Yes.
It was just bigger than the calculator. That technology was patented by Sam Petroda in US. When he became he suffered losses. Then he realized it was patent in his name, and then he sued Sony Corporation. That's one
True,
case.
that's true.
And
That's true. Hello.
I think.
Yeah, that's true. You can carry on, Mr. Kiran.
Yeah.
I think
it
most of the
got.
things have been
Yep.
carried.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, as you know, there are some lifetime patents also available, but in pharmaceutical and some other in safety regulations are there. There is a certain period till they get the cost. So it will be again left out to with for the general public for the service. It is true. Mr. Habib said as it is correct. There are only few categories where there is a lifetime patent is there.
Yes, sir. Actually, there are like what I heard is that there are 8 to 10 years. Like if anything, if I want to patent, you have a validation for 8 to 10 years, and further if you want, then no. Then if you have anything further you want to do, then you have to upgrade your design, and you have to showcase
Correct.
that this is a difference between this one and this one, and again you can patent with the both concept so that nobody could copy that.
Yeah. Okay.
Excuse
Yeah,
me,
we can move on.
can I ask something?
Yeah, yes, sir. Tell me.
What is the right time to apply for the patent? I mean,
Yeah.
after the product development or before the product development or while research and development?
Yeah, there are two things actually. First thing is that you can patent your idea.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Second thing is that you can patent the working phenomena of your product.
Okay.
And one more thing is that you cannot patent your business model, but you can patent like I think
Process.
form. Yeah, process also you can
Process.
patent, process
Yes.
based. But many of them
One
will.
minute, sir.
Yes, sir. Yeah, tell me.
If we have any idea, okay, so we want to patent it means they will sponsor us, sir,
Yes. As per the
for
government
implementation,
norms,
for research and
yes,
development.
yes. There are some certain schemes from MHRD. You can check in
Okay.
to that MHRD. So many facilities are available, and even MSME is also there. So many bodies are there where you can take a facility opportunities from them.
Correct.
Yeah.
And does the patent period starts as soon as we apply or it takes
No,
about?
no. No, actually, there are first thing is that you have to describe your idea, and you will get an reward from patent authority. You will get a number. Then within 1 year, I think 1 year, you are supposed to apply for the patent, and that involves costs. Maybe something depends on the product to product also. So that suppose that cost we have to refund it, and then we can get a patent document.
Okay, sir. Thanks.
So we need to submit all our reference data, whatever the input data we took for the generation
Yes,
of that idea, all those
yes,
things.
exactly. You have to show the currents, and you have to show the concept. You have to show the idea, and probably you can. I think I have one document. I will be showcasing it here.
No,
So
without approving for our ideas, if they that same idea, if they are implemented means
Uh, that will
we
be there.
can.
We don't know that, but they cannot implement just like that. You like they have to come back to you as you are the owner. You will be the owner for that. Uh, if something is really good,
No,
definitely they're
because
going to come up.
we are
Yeah.
submitting all the reference, all input data, everything, no. So
Mhm.
they can work on that and they can implement. So what
No, as
kind
of
of
now,
technology
for
we can hide from that source?
no, there is nothing that they will going to use that your data and all. That data will be only for the your documentation work, and for to get to your parent ID. Further, if anybody tries to implement same thing and all those things without awareness that they doesn't know about patent only, then you can go and approach, and you can go legally. You can take an actions. But
Sir,
again, that is
adding to
Okay.
difficult again. As per my experience, it is difficult to make it because anything can be copied in a different manner. But still, we have a set of process where the patent attorney can make your patent document in such a way that it is very difficult to crack those things. It is, you cannot copy those content. So there are special expert attorneys where we can consult attorneys where they are paid high with their fees, charges, and all. With them, I think will be better instead of we ourselves are drafting and all those things. That is what is the thing. Hello. Yeah, Shruti, you want to add some points?
Yeah, coming to the patent, usually there will be a NDA signed, so no one will be copying it.
Yes.
If someone wants to copy also, paying the royalty, they will also actually sign up a NDA. After that, they will go with the manufacturing, or they might copy our design. And there is even a possibility that people might purchase the product which we have patented and do a reverse engineering on that and copy that and release to the market. And there is certain rules and regulations that we can go ahead and raise a complaint on them. That is altogether a different process. There are so many things happened like this already. So
Exactly.
it's possible that people might copy the patented design also, but still there are certain rules and regulations that we can file a case on them.
Yes. Yeah.
Sure. True. That's true.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you for that. So I think, shall we go up with our case studies?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go on.
Yeah. Yeah. Like this SOCA, it is something an innovative, like what we thought. As we know, everybody that today's technology, like today availably, we have limited space in front of our home for the parking of our vehicles, car, let it be anything. So for this, we thought that something, this is an actual working condition, and why can't we compact our parking space? So where
During
we will
parking.
be having a space, there is a lot of innovations in this one. And this is a battery operated, and this is a solar based charged car, and it have a feasibility that it is compact. It doesn't consume more space for parking. Instead of just leaving the actual size, this can be flexibly made. So this is the innovative stuff. So this is what we are supposed to design, and this is what we are supposed to think and execute it. So this is one case studies what we found. I will go with next case studies. This is something vintage kind of Brooklyn local motors. Like this is all about inspiration with the forms. This is especially with forms. Like it is for the sports. It is for the racing car. This is an inspiration case studies. This is one more thing is that this is not an technology driven. This is driven with an outlook. So it is having a chrome, it is having a color, and it is having a different form. Like different set of people may like this. So you can design something this like this kind of things also based on considering form and all. This is one more case studies. Like I am working on this project right now. Is this is I feel that I should showcase this one. This is a battery operated bicycle where the set of category of people can be used fifth to 95th percentile. Fifth percentile is just for our calculation purpose, and this have a flexibility where I can compact this casing and I can expand. So this is a parking condition, this is an expanded condition, and this is a front wheel hub driven motor, not motorbike, it is a bicycle. This is very compactable and it is easy to carry anywhere, and I can use in metro also. So this is some kind of a concept where we are in developing stage. And these are all the inspirations where I take from nature, tortoise with a shape, and smartness with a kangaroo, and some slimness with a bird, sporty look. This is all my keywords where I apply for my designing. And this is all my sketches. So I thought this one, then I thought this one, then this was my something colored, rendered image, and this one. And finally, I felt this one will be my final concept. Apart from this all things, I have chosen this one. Then this is a digital real-time rendering where you can feel. I can see that this is something good, unique. It have good shape and all those things. So this is what is a case studies what we are showcasing. And this is one more thing coming to interiors. So this is one inspired chair. Why can't we have something like this thing? We have patterned wood, something organic, and something prismatic shape. And this are all so many iterations which has been done. So this is part of industrial design activity, and this is all the conceptual activity. Thank you. And I think I have one more case study where I can showcase a detailed case study. I would like to showcase one case studies with you. Probably. Sorry. Yes, yeah. So yes, so this is something what we have done is that we have done and we have developed some kind of equipments for agriculture equipments. This is one thing called onion peeling machine. This
We
is
are
a
not getting
brief.
Kiran.
Hello, sir, you could
We are
see
not
my
getting.
screen?
We are not. No, we are not getting the screen.
Okay, okay, 1 second. Yes, sir. 1 second, 1 second.
Share screen.
Yes,
Share
sir.
screen.
Yes, sir. Yeah, yeah. Now I think it's clear. So this
Yeah.
is one brief process where we try to apply for patent also for this concept. So this is a typical process: planning, concept design, modeling, and prototyping. And we have different segments. First is small scale, medium, and large scale. So we can see different operations with this one. This is a basic one. This is something
It's a
moderate one.
conveyor, what it is?
Sorry, yeah, this is an onion peeling machine where we
Okay,
thought
okay.
this is not been developed yet. So we thought that this has been could be better for the Indian agriculture and all. I will show you in depth with how is this and all. So this is what is a market study we will going to do first. We will understand where and all things will are there. Maharashtra, Karnataka having 29% of production rate per annum. So this is see this what I'm showcasing this case studies is just kind of briefing that for you that if you have any idea that you are supposed to follow all these things and you should make sure that you are following the NPD process, you're not deviating any of those processes. So this are all so many data which we have been collected uh, and comparisons, the rate of productions and all increase. So like yeah, you can see 2001 to 2 we have 5.3 million tons and 11 to 12 we have 17.5 millions of tons. So hence there is a lot of increase in the rate of production. So there are agriculture segments is getting raised day by day. So this is a price trends. So this is the inputs. So we should develop inputs for our concept designing activity. So this task is for trimming onion stem and roots. So this is the input for the designing. So we have sizes, probable sizes, capacity of the machine, 1 to 2 tons, then operations, separating, jorting mechanism, trimming mechanism, and grinding mechanism. Sorry, grading mechanism, the division mechanism. We'll see that detailedly. And we have general points as that easy of operation, easy of serviceability. Then anything you design, it should be standardized. So you should adapt the standard parts which is available already. So you need not spend your time in researching on bearings, on hardwares, fasteners, frames, channels, and all those things. So many things are feasibility. So we are supposed to adapt those feasibility to complete our design and to make sure simplicity in your design. So this is a brief typical graphical representation of 1 inch to 4.5 inch of onion, and this is a basic trimming process. So the intention is that we want to cut this shoots, this green what um, the parts. So we want to
Stem.
trims, yeah, stems. This we want to cut. So this is a whole intention of making the concept of this idea of this concept. So this is a top view of this thing, how this will be made, and this is a concept design. You can see the complete system. We have a loader, and there's a hopper, conveyor, jorter, trimmer, conveyor, and finally the dispenser. So this from this we can have a grades like small number, a big number, very big number, and we can have a distribution, and that goes for the packing, complete packing of the onions. So this will gives a complete clear clarity, and save human power, and effective. The output will be very high with this adoption of this machines. This is a conventional economical class of design where we have done. And this is a small, very small prototype we tried, and this is how it is. So this is what is one case studies I have, and I think one more case study I should have. Yeah, I think I'm sorry.
Fantastic design.
Yeah, I think I am done with this session. So I would like individuals for their comments, their feedbacks, and their what questions. Any, if you have any kind of questions.
The dais is open for the debate.
Mr. Ravi Kiran.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Ravi Kiran, you have given
Yes, sir.
a very loose explanation of the process involved in product development. Thanks to you on behalf of all. That's number one.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you very much for the participation.
Secondly,
yeah. Please go ahead.
And secondly, I will tell you, the entire process begins once the product is finalized or the idea is finalized.
Yeah, this begins when the idea is finalized, sir.
Yes, the problem is most of the people don't get the ideas. So once the idea is finalized, then this process is applicable on these ideas.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yes, sir. Once if the idea is finalized, then we have to adopt this process so that if there is any deviation, we can sort it out at design stage only. If not, it goes to earlier production stage, and then we have to face so many challenges. Like there was some couple of challenges with Volkswagen and so many automotive industries.
Yeah.
Product.
Ravi, I think I'm back on.
Sorry, sir, I could not get you, sir.
I think I'm back online. There was a problem in my
Sure,
net
sir.
connection.
Okay. Yes.
So what I'm trying to share is most of the best talents in the world is busy in trying to solve the problems of the rich.
Exactly.
And the problems of the poor do not get the right attention. And the best product development which took place in Bombay in Dharavi slum was the loaf tanks. People were consuming a lot of space in their homes because they were living in shanties, very less space, and somebody entered into the rooms and saw most of the area was covered with buckets, bowls, and all the utensils filled with water. Then he came out with a product which is a loaf tank. So most of the times, then the problems.
Sir, I think your voice is not clear. Yeah, I think there's a problem.
Kiran?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, actually, when you trimming onion concept you done, no?
Yes.
So it's your own design or whichever the existing models or you saw in the internet or somewhere else.
No,
and you added.
Yeah.
You
we
made a concept that.
Yeah, actually we did a research that we found that none of the concepts are available. I think we did that a couple of years back. So we found that there is no existing in that. So we thought that this will be a better idea for the developing of this product.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Anybody want to add any points or any feedback?
Yeah, Kiran, Rupesh here again.
Yes,
Rupesh. For giving us a very good lot of information from your side, and it was really amazing to know many facts in it. So much for that. And the second point, which I wanted to know is like, see, for example, from a concept to product development. So each and every industry has its own time frames. So exactly. Because see, first of all, we have to be first in the market if you are going to design new product. So it has to be first in the market, and it should be well accepted by the customers.
Exactly. Correct. Yeah.
So in that manner, like what do you feel like for general consumable consumer products, in the sense like
Yeah.
if I take like maybe the electrical part or something like that, so what do you feel like, what is the typical time you have, you suggest us to be within that time frame?
Yeah. Like from my side, what I can tell is that if it is an electrical part, like you're telling that it could be a household equipment,
Yes.
right? Yeah. See, this one, you can launch at any point of time, but the thing is that your product should be something unique, and if your idea is having a uniqueness, then you need not worry that to launch at any point of time. Whereas if your product is very extraordinary, like nobody could have been thought something like that, then ultimately you can launch either couple of time of period, or you can launch with your comfortable time manner. But I feel the if you have any idea, you can again start patenting your idea, that you can showcase that you are having this much of patents that will be valuated for you. Or if you could not patent it, then I think it is difficult. Anybody could compete that and all.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. So anybody have any questions? You can just let us know. If not, we can close for this session.
Anybody else?
Just on the mindset of a product design or entrepreneurs who want to design products. Sorry. Typically in India, we are good at doing job works. We do not take the risk of doing converting our thoughts or ideas into products, because it is highly capital intensive and risk prone. I think especially our community, we need to induce a sense of thinking out of the box and coming out with products. And probably entrepreneurs within our community should also support this ecosystem. And
Yes, sir. That will be good, sir, actually. What I feel is that there are so much enthusiasm and so much capabilities around us. The only thing is that they have to come up with a mindset telling that something should be given either for society, or either for the country, or either for anything. That mind and that intention should be come up from individuals. If that is there, then definitely we can go forward for better prospects and better upcoming days. That's my suggestion. Um, yeah, I request all young entrepreneurs and all to come forward, so that that will be having a good vision, and that gives and something and value additions for our society also.
Yeah,
Yep. Balram, will you conclude or shall I?
Yeah, we can conclude. Yeah, we can conclude.
Yeah, sure. Anybody else would like to just add up to the suggestions or any other point of view? They can straight away log in now, or else I'll just wait for about another 1 minute before I conclude here. I myself, Om Prakash, from Somamsa Sahasrajuna Kshatriya Samaj Seva Samiti. I'm just waiting for the participants to give any suggestion or any their view on this topic, whether they would like to continue or any other go in detail or in depth in future, or maybe further they wanted to continue with this sort of type of knowledge sharing. Can come up and just speak up now.
Yes, sir, definitely. This kind of sessions are very helpful for the engineers. So I would probably suggest we should come up with such sessions, giving so that each and every person will be knowing what is happening in the technical portion of it or product design. It's actually very interesting part. I think we should have more sessions similar to this.
Thank you, Miss. This is Miss. I just did not get your name.
Shruti.
I didn't get you.
Shruti?
Sir,
Shruti.
actually,
Okay.
yeah, Om Prakash. Hello.
Yeah.
Sir,
Yeah. Tell
actually,
me.
Shruti is my sister. She's pursuing advanced product design from Ramaya College, and she's
Okay.
working
Good.
with Dover Corporation from
Okay.
almost 1 to 2 years, and she have 3 to 4 years of corporate experience with technical
Good.
product design.
Good, Kiran. It's good. All the best to her.
Yeah.
And thank you, Mr. Kiran. I'm just giving you a word of thanks. Thank
Yes,
you,
sir.
Mr. Kiran Kabadi, for your tremendous knowledge and which you have shared on this, right from the concept idea, customer voice, customer expectations, and the customer focus, supply chain link, NPD, new product development, process designing, and process
Implementation.
finalizing.
Yeah.
Finalizing failure modes. That was wonderful. Failure modes, design failure modes, DFMEA. I think you have not touched about DFMEA. Maybe in future you can
Yes,
touch it
yes,
up.
definitely, sir.
Design failure mode effects analysis, and then process failure modes. Process, you have touched it. I have seen it. It is a wonderful. And then rendering, 3D, CAD, CAM, CAE, CARR. It was really
Yeah.
wonderful. If anybody from the participants can want to know further, they can contact Mr. Kiran Kabadi, which is on the screen, 98454-29230. And on behalf of the SSK-SSS, that is the Somamsa Sasarajuna Kshatriya Samaj Seva Samiti, I thank Mr. Balramda for introduction, Mr. Sunil for his co-hosting, Balramda for co-hosting, and myself, thanking myself also for concluding. Thanks once and for all
We ask
for everybody.
what other topic the members would require to, or would they
Yes,
like
yes.
to?
I was expecting in the last few minutes whether they wanted to add some more topics which they like, so that we can find it out and then select the correct skill who can deliver those things.
Like,
Maybe we can float, Balramda, maybe we can float a inquiry or an indent where which type of the topics they want to know.
Probably, Ashok Da,
Yes.
Ramnath Sa and all, they have their own
Yes.
experiences. They
Yes,
can
yes. I would like to hear from them also. Ramnath Da and Ashok Da, so that they also can share in future, or maybe on this same platform they can tell me whether they wanted to add some more points onto that.
Okay, sir. Yeah, in fact,
Thank you.
this is Ashok here speaking. And
Yes,
I
Ashok Da.
appreciate SSK Seva Samiti for the very good efforts that you have put in to join the community on this platform and share their knowledge.
Thank you, Da. Thank you. We
And
all look for,
and such programs
should.
and the technology has brought us together, and it has brought us where we can strengthen the community and we can share our ideas. That's very important here. And
Definitely,
there are
Da.
so many people in the community who have special knowledge and skills developed over a period of time and generations. And this can become a good platform to share and enhance the skills. And I really appreciate you people for making use of the technology and bringing community much closer. Thanks to the entire team.
Thank you, Da.
Yeah,
Thank you very much. We strive for
engineers. Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah, most of the
Tell me, sir.
engineers know only the part design, assembly, drafting, sheet metal, or surfacing. Instead of that, nobody
Hello, your
they
voice
want
is
to
not clear,
implement
Da.
some. Yeah, actually, most of the engineers they are very
Yeah.
concentrated in the part design, assembly, sheet metal, and detailing only. If you have a
Yes.
6 years of experience, also is having more technical experts. They can able to model it. That's it. So
Sir, we have believe us, we have a manufacturing facilities who have been doing business from 30 years,
yes, sir.
right from printing technology to sheet metal manufacturing to
Sir.
turning, milling, and be it powder coating and surface treatment, gold plating, whatever you just have to give us an indent. We are ready to find out such such people and then bring them. It is our duty to bring them to your dais and then make them to talk so that you also get knowledge. What we want is our younger generations, engineers, to come up with really come up with a technical background rather than only arts, commerce. Okay, commerce somehow I can just say it is okay, but only leaning towards arts or something else which is very lagging behind.
Career.
Yeah.
No,
So
I
I
mean
would
to
like
say that only 5 to 6 years of experience, guys, engineers, they couldn't
yes.
able to get the technical knowledge. They can't do it
Yes.
like that. And just
True, sir. True. What I agree with that, because the technology what we are facing here is when they have an idea, they don't have exposure to the manufacturing sector or the process sector, which their idea is limited to that. So we wanted to bridge the gap between that. This is a Samaj Seva Samiti striving for to bridge the gap. Now we have shared you the product designing. In future days, we will be sharing the actual process with the videos.
yeah,
I'm
that
sure
will be
people
very
will be
helpful.
there.
See,
Definitely,
whoever
we
was
are striving to
working in a manufacturing industry,
yes,
they will see the drawing and they will just assemble it.
definitely.
Then how
We will.
they designed that one? What are the tolerances? How they decided? They
Yes.
won't they don't go deeply to understand those things. All the concepts.
Ramnath Sada,
Sir.
it would be good that
Yes.
you can anchor some topic based on your experience, so that the rest of the younger generation and the older generation and the guys who have some challenges in your particular domain, you can
Come
share
together
the
and
knowledge,
yes,
and
sure,
that way we
sure.
can enrich our community accordingly.
Okay, sir.
True.
And,
Thank you once and for all. Anybody, you can just talk, sir. You can just talk, sir.
Even Ashok, if there is any domain or specific area where you can give a talk or handle a session for the community, one thing is your knowledge and experience would be shared along with the community, and the community also will get enriched.
Sure. Thank you very much. I will look forward for that sometime in the future.
Thank you very much, sir. That will be so nice
And
of you.
my domain is food processing, and I have been in this business. And you can also access me, or you can watch my videos on YouTube.
Sir, I didn't get it, sir. Food processing. Food processing, sir.
Yes.
Then I would.
Wet coconut processing.
Oh, that will be very fine.
And you can see my videos on YouTube.
No, we would like to have a separate session for that.
Dada, would you like to present yourself probably next week?
Next coming, yes, true. It will be very fine.
Next time.
Okay.
Thank you.
Dada, can we get your contacts so that we can reach out to you and schedule a session?
Can you please note down their contact details?
Yep.
Kiran, when we can expect one more session like this in coming days?
Definitely, people with experience or background will have to come forward, because we have so many resourceful people within the community who are not expressed themselves in the community, and no one knows about them. Like, probably till now we never knew much about you or Ashokda, or even many did not know about Kiran himself. And we also have Shruti, who can share her knowledge.
True.
We have Ratan, Kishan, Kanakraj, Gautam. There are so many people who can actually share the knowledge and experience with the community, where we can understand and know them better, and the community can also enrich themselves.
Exactly.
Ashok, can I get your phone number and email ID so that we can connect with you and schedule for next week?
I am putting it on the chat.
Okay.
Right.
And Ramnath sir, would you like to handle, give a talk on sheet metal works, probably next week or following week?
Yeah, I will try. Suddenly now within week I can't give it now, because I have work from home also.
15-20 દિવસ નો ટાઈમ છે.
रामनाथ दा, तुम्हारो कोणतो शीट मेटल होता?
Try करू sir. हमारू एयर हैंडलिंग यूनिट डिजाइन करा छो हम
हाँ एयर हैंडलिंग oh
एयर
that is
हैंडलिंग
air vents
फायरप्लेसेस हाँ
okay right
HAVC मध्ये आवडतो ते
right
तेन ಬಗ್ಗೆ
दादा मे बी तुम्ही शीट मेटल नु हमने जरा इन्फॉर्मेशन दिए जे वाई फैक्टर के फैक्टर न्यूट्रल एक्सेस तीनों सब इन्फॉर्मेशन हमारे संग शेयर करे जदा
हाँ करेंगे वो
we will have a
please
separate
share
session
करेगा
for that that's true
yes
really nice
okay
so I would like to conclude here with thanks for Mr. Ravi Kiran Ramnath Sada
हाँ सर
Ashok Da Balram Da for hosting such a good day this one Sunil also is there from Samaj Seva Samiti and myself and last but not the least the participants the graduate participants please do come up do spread the word that we are together now and we have to build a complete network so that we can share our own knowledge and then build up the community activities as well as our professional activities and once and for all thank you very much for today's session we hope to see coming weeks with nice topics like this. Thank you very much.
yeah okay thank you sir
Have a nice day.
Thank you, sir.
Stay at
Thank
home.
you very much.
Be safe. Thank you very much. Thank
okay
you.
thank you
Thank you.
sir thank you bye bye
thank you
Thank you, Shruti. Take care.
Thank you, sir.
thank you
Thanks all. Ravi Kiran, thank you so much for
Yeah. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
thank you Ravi Kiran
very
Thank
much
you.
for sharing your information.
Yeah. Thank you.
yeah bye
Thank you guys. Bye.
Bye. See you soon.
Hello, Balram, sir.
yes, sir.
Sir, just sharing, like, I mean, the recording will.
It is on the cloud. It will be hosted on the YouTube channel.
Fine, sir. Okay.
Okay.
So I can exit, right?
Yeah. We can all
Sure,
exit.
sir.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you.
sir.
Kiran. Thank you. Thank you.